Hey there, YouTube coin community. It's Dustin with Coin Opp. I'm sitting here with Jay Painter, and don't know if you're familiar with Jay Painter or not, but if you're a member of the Coin Opp group on Facebook, you would definitely know who he is. He's one of the administrators of the Coin Opp group on Facebook. You also admin other groups as well, too, right? Yeah. Yep. You're admin of a bunch of groups.
Yeah, Variety and Errors and a few others.
Yep, the Variety and Errors group. I know you're in a bunch of groups. I know you're in a ton of groups, but I know you're an admin of a bunch of groups. But anyhow, if you are on any of the coin groups on Facebook, you would know Jay as an error and variety expert. Particularly, I know him as the go-to guy when it comes to 1909 double die obverse Lincoln cents. How long have you been collecting them?
About 12 years.
You've been collecting just the 1909 double dies for 12 years?
Yeah.
Now, you've sent me double dies before. You've sent me quite a bit of double dies at one point. A couple hundred of them, actually.
Yeah.
But you have a very large double die collection. Which ones do you like to collect? Any in particular?
The 1909 number 2, that's been my mainstay, and I got so many of them I kind of had to venture out a little bit, but I did discover 2 additional die varieties in the meantime, and that was a highlight, I guess. That
is pretty cool. So, it's really cool. I love it when I'm on like doubledie.com and I'm looking through the various double dies, and because they list if you were to find a coin and it's the first double die of that coin anybody's seen, or repunched mint mark, or variety for that matter, when they give you credit for it, if you're on one of the databases website, it says originally reported by, or however they have it listed, but they'll have your name for it. They give you credit for it. So I love it when I'm on doubledie.com and I'm scrolling through and I see Robert Lawson, Jay Painter, Christopher Rose, all these people that are admins, a part of Coin Opp. I love seeing that they all have new discoveries.
A good feeling.
Yeah, you've got new discoveries on them, and Robert does. I think it's amazing. It's really cool. I don't know if you have them accessible or not. You have this.
There's a couple 66s.
Yeah, let's take a look at those real quick. Now these are some of your cherry picks from online.
Yep.
Okay.
Both from eBay.
So right here, I'm going to show you. This is a 1909 BDB, graded PCGS MS66 red. So this is a. That was Robert Lawson blocking the camera. But so this was graded red by PCGS. This is a very nice high grade 1909. Now the cool thing about this is, if you notice, it does not say DDO. This is type 2. This is the type 2.
Yeah.
It does not say DDO-002. This is the type 2 double die adverse. So he ended up finding an unattributed double die adverse. And tell you what, if this was just an MS66 red without it being a double die, how much would that retail for roughly?
300 range, give or take.
So this would, right here, just in this holder as is, about $300 range. Now, what does the value carry on it being a double die adverse type 2?
PCGS listed at about $1,200 to $1,500.
So in an MS66, PCGS has a $1,200 to $1,500 value. But that's a really nice come up. So in other words, he was able to cherry pick this for $300 or less. Cherry picked it knowing that it's a double die adverse, knowing that it's in a holder totally unmissed, unattributed. The person who had the sent off missed it, the attributors missed it, everybody missed it. This was a pretty obvious double die too. And because he had the time to just look at it and notice that, when he goes to sell this coin, he'll be able to sell it for upwards of 4 times to 5 times what he spent for it. So that is a really, really good come up. Here's another one. This is a 1909 VDB,
Same thing.
MS66 and an NGC holder. Same thing. This was another one.
Yeah.
You found on eBay?
Yeah, this was last year. This was just recently. So within the last year, basically, both of them.
That is really cool.
Yeah.
How much time do you have to spend looking through listings on eBay and stuff to find that?
Almost every night when I can.
Yeah.
I look at the new listings. That way you know what's fresh, and watch it for a week, and usually you can get it.
That's really cool. That is awesome. I have done that with, I collect Indian heads, and with certain die varieties, with Indian head cents, a lot of them go unattributed. A lot of people, especially the minor ones, they don't even look for them. So I'll go onto eBay and I'll look at nicer like VF and XF Indian heads that, just as regular, looking for those varieties. And some of the ones in my collection, that's how I got them. I actually have a graded 1897 Snow 2 sitting in there that's how I got that. I cherry picked that one from just a regular. I think I got it for $3.
Even better.
Yeah. So it's really cool. You've been enjoying the show?
Yeah, I love it. Great time, worth the drive.
Yeah. You came how many hours?
5.
Yeah. Jay drove here 5 hours, and his son's over there. You want to come on camera? Say hi. Come on, man. Go ahead and introduce yourself. You might have to. Well, actually, he probably does catch you.
I'm Jared.
This is Jared. This is Jay Painter's son. He came along for the ride. I was talking to him outside briefly. He goes to coin shows with his dad as often as he can. So, 16 going on 17, already in the hobby. It's a great age to get started. Great way to learn to make money very young at age. This hobby can be very, very lucrative. And when you teach the younger people about the intricacy of our hobby, they can come right out of the gate and immediately know how to be either profitable with it or how to be a proper collector where they can get their coins that they want at just super low prices. I know while I was out here at the show, did you find anything good at the show?
A couple uncirculated Lincoln rolls, but that's what I come for. So
done there. You guys got some rolls. I just had somebody come on up and brought me some dime webbing and some clad quarter webbing. So that's the webbing. I don't know how well you can see it from when they are striking the planchets before they, of course, mint the coins. But that's the webbing in between. That some of that must have gotten mixed in with one of the mint sewn bags. And you find this stuff all the time, but it's some leftover stuff.
It's cool.
Yeah, people usually on eBay put this with some of the waffle coins and they put them in lots, but that's what I end up using that for. But yeah, Jay, it was awesome getting to meet you and actually see you in person.
Yep. Last year's been a pleasure on Coin Opp.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. Well, I love having you as a member of Coin Opp. You're just very, very helpful. You have a knack with being able to talk to people, and you're awesome, man, especially with the 1909s. I don't know anybody that can pick out the 1909s as quick as you can. You've got that down to a science.
I've been working on it.
You need to write a book specifically on the 1909 double die.
Somebody else has told me that. So.
Well, if multiple people are telling you that, you might want to do it before somebody else does. But at this point in time, out of anybody that I know in the coin world, when it comes to the 1909s, in my opinion, you're like the leading guy to go to when it comes to the 1909 double dies.
Thank you.
Yep. So there we go, everybody. Catch you in the next one.
Yep, take care.